Kelly Barlow Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube should notify you every time I upload a new video, depending on the option that you choose. Yes, and the drop-down menu of the bell. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links, you guessed it, in the description box below. What have I got going on for you for today? Today, I am bringing to you a Christmas DIY. Wait a minute. A Dollar Tree Christmas DIY that is amazing, that I am so stinking excited about because the outcome superseded what I envisioned in my head, and I just love it when that happens. You saw the thumbnail. Today, I am bringing to you an advent calendar, and it is using 100% Dollar Tree items, which is amazing. This is a budget-friendly advent calendar, and I'm gonna go so far as to say it is unlike any other advent calendar. How many times can I say that you've ever seen? This is such a fun one. I love the outcome. And did I say it's budget-friendly? And oh my goodness, yes! It's using 100% Dollar Tree items. I know I'm repeating myself, I can't help it, but I'm really excited about this year's Christmas holiday DIYs because this year I really put my heart into them and I feel like they are more different than any of the other DIYs that I've ever brought to you around this time of year in past years. And so I've got still some fun ones in store for you, but this one is definitely one of my favorites and I can't wait to show you just how easily you can do it and how budget friendly it is with an outcome. Did I say it? That's amazing. So I'm gonna quit my gabbing. Let's jump into it and let's do some Dollar Tree Christmas DIYing on a budget because you know what I'm gonna say. Why not? Because that's what we do here on my channel. Let's get to it. Who is today's KB Creations Crafter of the Day? You'll wanna stick around to the end of the video to see if it's your creation that's being featured in today's video. If you're interested in following me on this next new chapter of my life and all of the amazing paths that it takes me on, you can find the link to my blog in the description box below, where I will be posting a new blog every Friday morning at 8 a.m. This is where I get personal, because everything is personal, including this blog. Oh my word, I'm really gonna say it. We're back to the plaques. We're gonna need 2 of these for today's DIY, or really 1 1/4 if I'm being honest. I'm gonna remove the embellishment and flip them over to the back side, and of course we are going to remove the staples and the twine. We won't be needing it, so yes, it can be discarded. For this DIY, when I attach these plaques, I'm gonna attach them the long way just like this, and I am going to use the embellishment because why would I pull out popsicle sticks when I can use this embellishment and it's gonna do the same thing? You can see that I am gonna need to cut it down, and so I'm gonna take my heavy duty scissors and cut them down. If you've got a straight edge razor, you could do that too. And right here on the back, I'm just gonna glue it down using some of Crazy Glue's wood glue or Aleene's glue. Once I've got it glued down, I am gonna go back over it with some masking tape just to really keep it in place. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't need the full length of both of these plaques glued together because it's gonna be just too long. I only need a solid 33 inches, and so that's what I'm gonna measure out. Then using a straight edge razor and a ruler, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this down to size. I don't think I told you, but yes, you are going to need Jenga blocks and some of these here blocks as well, these cubed blocks. Using some of the super glue, wood glue, this is the glue I was talking about earlier. Love this stuff, works amazing. You can find it in the tool section. I'm gonna glue 3 of the blocks together, stacking them, the Jenga blocks. Then I'm gonna take the cube blocks and I am going to glue them on top of the Jenga blocks just like so. We're not done yet because you're gonna need a total of 9 sets of these blocks just like this here. We are so not done with the Jenga blocks yet. We're gonna do a new set. Again, we're gonna start off by stacking the 3 Jenga blocks just like you see me doing here, but with this set, you're only gonna need 1 of the cubed blocks, and this block is going to be glued right smack in the center here at the top. You're gonna need a total of 8 of these sets. So we're gonna need 9 of the previous and 8 of this one. Oh no, we are not done with the Jenga blocks yet. You know I love to play with these. I'm gonna go ahead and take 3 more of the blocks. I'm gonna glue them together, stacking them 3 high, placing them on the short end of the plaques there in the corner. Then I'm gonna take this stack that has the 2 cubes on top, and that is gonna go right along the long side of the plaque, right up against these 3 here. After that, I'm gonna go with the 1 block on top, this set, and it's gonna go right next to the blocks. Yeah, the 2 blocks there. I am so trying to articulate this in a way that isn't confusing, but I don't know that it's coming out as eloquently as I would like it to. Along that long side of the plaques, I am going to alternate the sets that I did, which is then in turn going to give us an even amount of spacing between each of the cubes there on top. This in turn is going to be the Advent part of our calendar. And so by the time we get down the full 33 inches of this plaque that we measured out, the 9 sets of 2 cubes and the 8 sets of 1 cubes will be the perfect amount to give us the 25 days for our Advent calendar. And just like that, through the magic of video, you can see that that long edge of the plaque is completely lined with the sets of Jenga blocks that we made. And on each short end here, I am going to finish it off again by stacking the Jenga blocks 3 high, and it's only going to take a total of 3 rows. And I know on the other end, I didn't show you it completely done, but you can see what I'm doing. So you're just going to repeat this on both sides. Going in with some of Waverly's chalk paint in the color of, yes, this is white. I'm going to give this a good few coats of this because I want good solid coverage. There is in fact an embellishment pack for this Advent calendar. Surprise, surprise, right? This is the embellishment pack that Linda and I came up with for this DIY. I'm loving it. You can find these embellishments available in her Etsy store for instant digital download for the bargain price of $2. So if you've got a Cricut, you're going to download this to your computer, upload it to Cricut Design Space, and print and cut it. If you want her to cut and send them to you with free shipping, you're going to spend $4. You can find the link to Linda's Etsy store, guess where? Yes, you know where, in the description box below. The numbers for our Advent calendar are these round pieces here, and they're gonna go right in between each of the blocks. There is a full 25 of them, hence a 25-day Advent calendar. These containers here, you can find them at Michael's. They come in a 3-pack for, I wanna say $1.50. These are perfect for mixing paint. When I need to mix a fair amount of paint, because I don't want to have to worry about remixing it and then the color not matching up, I'll use a container like this to mix a good amount. Today, I'm using some of Waverly's Crimson. To mute out the red, I'm going to add some of Hello Hobby's brown to it because this red is just a bit bright for my taste. You know me, I like that muted color. I like my colors to be just a bit on the rustic side, and so this is how I do it. So I'm going to go ahead, mix a good amount of this so I don't have to worry about if I have enough or not. And the great part about this is it's got a lid on it so I can use it for other DIYs if I don't use it all in this one. I'm also going to mute out the green a bit. I want to say that this is Fern by Waverly as well. And so yeah, this color is a nice color, but again, I want it to match my red, so I am going to add just a bit of brown to it to darken it up and mute it out. Rustic it up. Yeah, is that even a word? For this DIY, you're gonna need 4 of these wood houses that you can get from guess where? We all know where I got this, from Dollar Tree. These are the larger houses. They come in 2 different sizes, this larger one and the smaller one. For today's DIY, it's best if you use the larger one, and like I said, you're gonna need 4 of these. With these houses, I'm gonna paint 2 of them green, and guess what the other 2 are gonna be? They're gonna be the rustic red that I just mixed. You all know at Christmas time, I love to work with puffy paint. Puffy paint is so fun to work with. I feel like a kid when I'm working with this stuff. I'm gonna go in with the puffy paint and add some of the detailing to this house because it's gonna add character. It's gonna add personality. It's gonna add a lot to it other than just using paint because it's gonna give it that 2D, 3D look, and you know where I'm going with it. So just use some puffy paint. It's not all that expensive, and you can even get it at Dollar Tree now in a smaller bottle. So I'm gonna go in, and the detailing, you can still see it on these houses even after you paint them. And so that's kind of just what I'm following here, even though you can't see it in the video. And I'm gonna do, I would say, most of the detailing in white because I want it to look like, yes, some snow or icing. The red here that I'm using is the Dollar Tree brand, and I'm gonna say it's just as good as the brand that you can get at Walmart. All 4 houses are basically gonna be the same. Just like I said before, 2 of them are gonna be green, 2 of them are gonna be red, just to alternate the colors, and I'm just gonna kind of flip-flop, I guess, the detailing that I do on them from red to green, if that makes any sense. And this here is what they would look like when I'm done. Isn't that cute? Super easy to do. You're not looking for perfection here because icing and snow isn't perfect. Like that saying goes, the more imperfect something is, the more perfect it is. Diving into the embellishment pack, there are these adorable wreaths that Linda designed for these. Now these wreaths were designed to replicate the detailing that is actually on these wood houses and on the cars that we're going to be using. Yes, we will be using some of those cute cars, but we thought it would be easier to add embellishments instead of painting on the detail. If you want to paint the detailing on, you totally can, but by adding embellishments, it also adds depth to it. It gives it personality and character, and that's what I like to go for a lot with my, holiday DIYs. Look at how fun that is. I love these. Easy peasy. You're gonna need 4 of these cars. This is the smaller version of the car. The larger ones didn't really fit all that well. And so if you follow along with the DIY that I'm doing, you are gonna wanna get 4 of the smaller cars. I'm going in with some of Waverly's Hazelnut because I wanted to add some brown to this. I say take what you like, leave what you don't, get creative, make it your own. If you don't like the color scheme I'm going with, I say there's a rainbow of colors, so pick your colors. What works for me doesn't always work for you, but that's okay. That's the great thing about DIYing, right? Right. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the brown and yes, this car too is going to get some detailing with the puffy paint. I'm going to be using black, silver, red, and green on these cars. Again, alternating the cars when it comes to the red and the green. And again, Linda worked her magic and she designed an embellishment that's gonna fit perfectly on the top of the car for the tree and the presents. How fun is that? Again, making it easier to add the detailing, and look at how fun that looks when it's elevated up off of the DIY like that. And so we thought that those presents would be fun, and of course we need to add a wreath to the front of the car as well, and we cannot forget a license plate that says Christmas on it. Really, it doesn't get any easier than that. And I love the imperfect look of these. That's the charm of it. So with the houses and the cars, you can see right along that back side of the plaque that we didn't have anything on. I'm gonna go ahead and line up the houses with the cars, alternating a house with a car, and then in turn alternating the colors as well of the houses and the cars. Was that totally confusing? But you see what I'm doing. And the glue that I'm gonna use just to hold this down, I am not using a hot glue because I really wanted these to stay good. I am using that wood glue by Crazy Glue, and I'm just running it along that bottom edge that you can't see me doing, but you see it. It's that long edge there. And I'm gonna line up the houses and the cars right along the back edge of that plaque. For the counter, for our advent calendar, I'm gonna use these Christmas tree ornaments. You pick your ornament, any ornament you want. If you want to use Santa, use Santa. I kind of thought about using a Santa too. I still might make one. You're going to need 3 of the cube blocks, and you're going to hot glue. No, I am not hot gluing. Oh my word, that is wood glue. Why would I say hot glue? Have I had a lot of coffee today? I don't think I have. Okay, back to the DIY. You see how I'm gluing these blocks together just like so. These 3 blocks need to go like this on the back of whatever counter you are using. And you can see where I'm going with this. At the end, it should look like this. You're gonna wanna set this aside and let it get, yes, good and dry, please. Since trees are green, of course, it's gonna get my rustic green, a good coating of it. I'm gonna go in with the red puffy paint, and I'm gonna add some red berry detailing to all of the holes, just covering up those holes, which makes it perfect. This counter is so easy. Once I've got those red berries in, this tree needs some snow. Of course it needs snow, so going in with the, you guessed it, white puffy paint, just on the tips there, I'm gonna add some snow. Right about this time every year, Dollar Tree's got reindeer moss. This is a bit different than the regular floral moss that they have. They've also got some of these bags of snow, so I'm going to use 2 of them. The reindeer moss, it's going to go right here. You see where I'm going with this, right? I'm going to fill in this empty area here with some reindeer moss. Right on top of that reindeer moss, I'm going to sprinkle some of that snow. I didn't want to use all the snow because I figured, one, it was going to take too many packs of it. And 2, when snow starts to melt, you can see some of the grass and the greenery that comes out from under the snow. And that was kind of the look that I was going for with this. And so 2 packs of that reindeer moss worked perfectly. It was the perfect amount. Then I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle that snow right over the top and look at how amazing that looks already. And this here DIY is done. Let's go take a look at this. Look at this advent calendar. It is 33 inches long, 25 days full. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to show you this. Who is today's KB Creations Crafter of the Day? It's going out to Miriam Taylor O'Neill, who is bringing to us her recreation of my DIY reversible slide plaque. I am loving the fall and harvest and Halloween plaques. Miriam, thank you so much for sharing your creations with us today. Guess what? Linda still has about 50 of those red truck embellishments that I signed for those of you who order from her store. So you'll want to head on over to Linda's Etsy store when you put your order in, and you'll get one of these free red truck embellishments with your order. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. I feel like those little houses and the cars with the lights in them, they just put this advent calendar over the top. I love the way it lights up. It kind of reminds me of a Christmas village. So it's kind of like a Christmas village advent calendar. Love the lights, love the outcome of this. I think it is such a fun one to have, and I can't wait for Allie to use it this year. I hope you all enjoyed today's Christmas Dollar Tree DIY advent calendar. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And let's get this video to 5,000 likes, please. Because like I always say, each and every one of your thumbs up and those comments that you do leave down below, they really do help my channel to grow. Yes, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, you know what I'm gonna say. Stay positive, please, because I am.